And we are live. I'm sorry for blowing your ears out immediately. This is what happens when I don't have everything set up early enough. I always forget to check things. But welcome everyone to another Apollo Justice Dual Destinies right now. Live stream. I forgot that we're on Dual Destinies now. Still technically the Apollo Justice trilogy, but we're on Dual Destinies. And last week, we met All Might, and that was about the most I remember. There was a murder that happened too, you know, what normally takes place. Murders and meeting All Might. Alright, making sure everything's good. Okay, before we start, I need to listen to something. So let me just do. Alright, I'm good now. I'm good. Let me get the in-game audio going. I had to hear the anger. I had to hear people being like they don't care about the Jags because, you know, at this point, that's the emphasis of this Jaguar season is nobody gives a shit outside of the Jags. And it's like, okay, we'll use that. Excuse me? How dare AJ McCarron go to Birmingham as the coach? Alright. I think I'm good to go. Think I'm ready to go. Whew. Yep. I'm scrolling through Twitter just a bit. Alright. Jaren on the stream, man. How's your Thursday going so far? I got distracted by Twitter, so that's why we didn't jump into the game immediately. Specifically by people essentially not caring about the Jags. And two, uh, just seeing you retweet the AJ McCarron news. Also, do we all agree that Pook is an idiot? And some news you'd be interested in? What's the news? What's the news? Danganronpa 2 is getting re-released with new content, including an entirely new story. Sign me the fuck up. Right when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Also need to. It's my camera. There we go. Right when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Oh, and I'm apparently now just realizing that people don't know that Pennywise is an alien. Because apparently somebody got real mad when Welcome to Derry pointed out he was an alien. People don't read source material. You need to read source material. That way you understand that the ending to that book is terrifying because of what they have to do to get out. Two, that he's an alien. Or just watch the original movie because it's good. Tim Curry's amazing. Announced for 2026. Let me actually look that before I start getting into killing my vocal cords. Let me let me see this. Ah. Hmm. Going straight, going straight to the to. Yeah. I like that it's Danganronpa 2x2. I like that that's what they're titling it. Brand new scenario. I will say from the little clips, it does look like the images are a lot more vibrant. Well, they had an event in Japan for it in November. A certain incident triggers a completely different chain of events with different victims, culprits, and fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'm fucking stoked for that. I'm fucking stoked for that. I'm fucking stoked for that. 2x2 is gonna be fucking awesome. Hell yeah, who doesn't like the Danganronpa multiverse? Also, Dash, welcome to the stream, man. How's your Thursday going? Bruh. Does everybody just want to piss off the Jags? Like, why would you do that? They play better angry. Just be nice to them and you'll kill us. Stop trying to piss us off. Sean Payton talking about how the Jags are a small market team. No coach talks about the market size. Why would you do that? Bruh, I wouldn't be shocked now if the Jags win by 30. Like, bruh, the Broncos are trying to really piss us off, along with the national media. Outside of a couple names, there's like 2 to 3 names that actually think the Jags are good. Oh, the horse girls are going down. We're putting them down. We're putting them down. We're getting rid of the gotchas this week. I will say I am gonna laugh if Trevor makes another one of those fucking batshit plays and it's on PS2's head. Like, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. I don't think he'll do that against PS2, but if he does, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Because he should. Okay. I think I've spent enough time there. You even talk about market size in the NFL. This isn't like the MLB where market size is a factor. Exactly. Not to mention, don't shit on a small market in a tax-free area. No property tax in Florida. They make more money. You don't want to shit on the team that literally makes more money. Dude, is there property tax in Denver? Does Denver, Colorado have property tax? Yep. Yeah, don't shit on a small market where you can make more money by going to said small market. Because, I mean, Puka's already complained about the fact that he doesn't make a lot of money. I got a feeling a lot more people are going to be talking about Puka after those stream highlights. Ooh. Watch Nuggets games on local cable because Cronky? What the fuck? Why? Cronky, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a smart businessman. Okay, I don't remember if Filch was British, Scottish, or Irish. I don't remember. Let's see if I can go back enough to figure out. More All Might, more All Might. A lot of All Might. Nope. Fuck. I don't remember. Cold shit Broncos. Lock in at the fuck around for 3 quarters. Nah, I got a feeling we'll counter that fourth quarter magic this time around. Hopefully. I look at the game as it's probably gonna be tight. Then again, I did not think the Jags would be on a run where they have scored 25 plus for the last 7 games. So, the team's good right now, and I don't know how. Without Travis Hunter. He has beef with local cable network or something, so you can't watch Nugs or Avs games on local. What? What? That seems like a terrible business move. That seems like a terrible business move. Alright. Filch. I'm gonna believe that I remember what you sound like. I probably don't. It's probably not gonna sound anything like whatever I did last week. I think I went with the Cockney British accent, but we'll see. This is awful. Terrible, I say. Somebody help! Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No. The name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. It's good Sports has mentioned it before since he lives in Denver. Can't watch any Denver sports team besides the Broncos and Rockies. Playoffs where games are on national television. That's just terrible. I mean, that's why the positive. That's why you get like ESPN Plus. You get every hockey game, essentially. I don't think you'd even still get Avs games. Yeah, I don't think you would still get Avs games, though, which would suck. That's the positive of being a fan for a team that is well outside the market I'm in. Like all the teams I cheer for. Do I cheer for a single? No, I don't cheer for a single team in my market. Because Boston, St. Louis, LA, and Jacksonville. Look at that. I do like the O's, so. The closest team, probably. The closest teams I cheer for in market is the O's and the Nats. Or the O's and the Caps. Because I like Ovechkin. And they had TJ Oshie. So I don't like Tom Wilson. That dude's just dirty. I'll say that with my chest. That man's just a dirty player. He's the Aziz Al-Shaair of hockey. He doesn't want to admit it, but look at the footage. Look at the tape. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Come quick. Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Dash, how the hell is your body breaking down? I mean, I had some good old back and neck pains from hunching over looking at a monitor earlier. Speaking of, I need to do some exercises today. It's definite. Also got to record Saturday's video. Because that is not recorded. Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Nine-Tails mask. The Amazing Nine-Tails? Alright. The wrestler who appeared during the festival special event. Fucking Tiger Mask. Secretly, it's just Hiroki Goto. Little did we know. How do we know this? Because Goto's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna be shocked if we lose to Denver. Denver's a good team. They're a good team. Their offense is inconsistent. Their defense is very good. So we just have to hope we get the bad Denver Broncos offense and not the good Denver Broncos offense. And mainly Jacksonville needs to stay consistent with what they've been doing lately. That's the even bigger portion. Todd Grisham tells Chris Van Vliet that Kevin Dunn suggested him they needed to start smoking cigarettes because his voice was too high pitched. Uh, my my thought would be if Kevin Dunn told me anything, I would do the exact opposite. Because the fact that he doesn't like it means that everybody else probably does like it. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're inconsistent. They're inconsistent to high hell. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. I believe the Jags can win. I'm not gonna say they will, but I believe they can win. It was because JR chain smoked. JR had health problems. A lot of them. Still does. Like, you shouldn't listen to Kevin Dunn. What's this mask doing here? He never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Oh, let me actually check something here. Because I have never brought this up, but I'm gonna double check and see if I got another email from that person. I've gotten emails from, yep. I've got emails from a person who has made a game that is free. And they really want me to play it. I just don't like that they forwarded this email to a lot of people. Apparently their game is very Zero Escape-esque. I have not sent anything back because I don't know if we're going to play it because we're backlogged. You know, we've got AI, we've got Chaos Child, we've got Doki Doki. We've got a lot in the backlog. So, yeah. They've sent me a lot of emails about wanting me to play the game. So that's a thing. It's the first time anyone sent me emails to play a game. Just thought I'd bring that up. Not trying to shit on the dude. It's cool that somebody wants me to play their game, but we're just in a backlog. So it doesn't matter. I looked into the game already on Steam, so it's a legit thing. The game's legit. I just have not gotten back to them because we're in a backlog. It's not like I can just be like, yeah, we're going to play it next. Nope, because I know what we're playing next. We know what the next big game is. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember him talk about the getting excited for Christian. Well, it's free. I can tell you now, the games aren't. The games don't cost anything. That's why I looked into them, because I'm like, if they cost something, I'm not buying them. Mainly because one, I didn't have the money to, and I'm not buying it just because somebody wants me to play their game. So that's why I looked into it. But yeah, so that's a thing that happened. They've sent me 5 emails over a number of days. It hasn't been like rapid fire. I mean, I don't think many people know about it. I think that's why they're trying to get some eyes on it. Because you're not coming at me. Like, to get your game out there. You guys see how few people watch this shit. You're not coming to me to get your game out there. You just want people to play it. Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Dude, like 5 on a good day. Yep. Normally it's Pokemon that gets us our biggest number of people. Amazing Ninetales mask. So what makes you believe the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered? You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't you? Or the old DVT off season. Yeah, we had a number of people in on the DVT off season, which I was surprised about. I will say, off seasons though, you know, get put on the main YouTube channel. I would expect anything on the main YouTube channel to find more of an audience than anything on the VOD channel. Because the VOD channel's just here to be an archive. It's not here for anything else. It's just here to archive the streams. Just signed Hendon Hooker to the practice squad. Dear Lord, their quarterback situation is atrocious. Yes, I mean, no. I mean, just tell me, please. Well, it's like this. I've dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey. Oh, I made him fucking Southern. That's what I did. I made him Southern. I didn't make him British. I made him fucking Southern. Like, I made him down south Southern. That's what I did. Okay, let me do that. Because I just remembered it. As soon as he said wrestler that way, I was like, he was Southern. That's what it was. Alright, let me get into my zone. I can do this. This is what being below the Mason-Dixon line helps with. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champ? I went British. Because I got too used to it. Let's say you gotta find that Jerry... There we go. There we go. I found it. I had to find my Jerry Jones. And it's easy. Hey, how about you join me in the quest for the champion's belt? What do you think? What a team. Me in my bandit's mask and you in that demon mask of yours. Bandit's mask? Wait, time out. Filch, how far down south you from? Texarkana? Masks up, guys. Masks up. I did go from German to Russian, but he was foreign anyways. He was foreign to some degree. And Anthony Richardson, who's apparently still partially blind, has his 21-day window open. He ain't playing. He ain't playing. I think Grandpa's playing the rest of the season. He ain't playing. That team's given up on Anthony Richardson. It is blatantly obvious. Demon mask. Wonder if I could make it big. I think you can make it big in New Japan with a demon gimmick. You can make it big in New Japan. No, Filch is just Southern. Remember, we are in America, so he's just Southern. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no. I wasn't actually. Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo. Ask him about the amazing Ninetales murder already. I lost it for a second. I almost went back to the British. To the terrible Cockney. Tona Romo is there we go. I just gotta go Jerry Jones and I can get Southern. The amazing Ninetales is our village's savior. And don't you forget it. Look at this man. He is the perfection of fucking pro wrestling. You look at this man and he is exactly it. He's a champion among champions. I mean, he's throwing up 2 sweets. So wait a minute. He's throwing up 2 sweets. Is this man part of the NWO? Is Filch actually from the, like, Atlanta? Are we talking WCW here? In a high school football championship game ends with the score 99-54. 430 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. The defense in that game finishing with 8 tackles and 3 Holy fuck, man. Damn. That's batshit insanity. Even for high school stats, that's batshit insane. His trademark's a gold kite made to look like 9 foxtails. I can't read. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tin Town wrestlers left and right. Have you seen? He does a poison rana, as you see in that top spot there. He utilizes a poison rana, a super kick. He has this strange move known as a V-trigger. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's insane, man. 1 player, 13 touchdowns is batshit insanity. So, can't wait to see that recruitment to Alabama. Or Georgia. Probably Georgia. Now. He whirls through the ring, smacking... we already read that. He sparked a monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale with the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. Knee slapper right there. Yeah. Huh? The amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. You mean Nacho Libre? Nacho Libre. One says locked in is DJ Lagway going to JMU. Is he going to go to JMU? Is he going to go to JMU? Because if he does, it's going to be funny as hell. I want to know. I want to see if there's any rumors of him going to JMU. LSU and James... You've got to be kidding me that James Madison's actually, like, up there at the top of the list. Oh, they're just saying they can't compete with money. Man. Yeah, I saw that there was There was a lot on the Baylor side of things. I know there was an actual priest because Nacho Libre is based on that. It's based on a true story. I actually found that out like what was it, like 2 or 3 days ago. I found out it was an actual true story, and I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, he's the dude who Nacho Libre is based on. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales. I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. With that nose, yes. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big deal? Check your pocket. Hey! How'd you do that? Gape it. I got lots more. I got so many signed autographs you wouldn't believe it. I sell them out of the back of my truck. I won't tell you if they're real or not. I need like 4 different things of liquor now. So you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? It's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tim Mataro. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot, the fact that the moon landing was fake, the fact that John Cena was actually screwed over by WWE, and that's why he lost his match. I tell you, he never should have fucking tapped out. It's a conspiracy theory. Aliens controlling professional wrestling. Also, the Illuma fucking Naughty. The mayor of Timbertown? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's been planning on releasing Timotaro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. I ain't finished yet. There was one more person who could stop the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetales. I'm sorry. Can we just... This man is saying that a mayor from an opposing town wanted to come in, release a demon, and the only person that could stop him was essentially John Cena, or in this case, Hiromu Tanahashi. This is like saying Vladimir Putin's gonna try and storm America and our only savior is like John Cena, Batista, and Randy Orton. Like, we just need that OVW class to come in and take down the Russians. That's what this sounds like. Announce a 4-day athletic event with one young man and one young woman from each state and territory. Yeah, that sounds like the Hunger Games to me too. Yeah, Randy was a former Marine. He might be able to handle things. Everybody else, I don't know. I mean, let's be real. John Cena probably could because he's the one who told us that we killed Osama. So that automatically makes him so America he can do everything. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tinmouthtown and stop the municipal merger. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Okay, about the actual murder? Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office, guarding the entrance like Mr. Cuby said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I had a clear view of the foyer from where I work. Well, no, he'd say foyer. That's 100%. I'd have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. You must be talking about the small room in the upper right. Definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you still have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tinmouth's aide. Florent LaBelle. Florent LaBelle's his name. So the two of you were together. That's a pretty solid alibi, alright? It's a pretty sound alibi, alright? And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that there security camera would have spotted them. Yeah, no, I as much as they be dedicated to the job, we're not bringing them the Forgotten Sons. Maybe Steve Macklin. We'll bring in Steve Macklin. We'll bring in Steve Macklin. That's a heel foreign gimmick name if I've ever heard one. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's a dude who was probably part of La Resistance at some point. So no one came in or out at the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. They had to be in the room where it happened. So do you think this mask is the real deal? What's the bad news regarding state? Who's transferring? That's the only thing I can assume. So I'm immediately going to Portal. Portal news. Really? I didn't think he was eligible anything. Huh. I thought he was gonna go to the... Okay. I mean, I will say this. I didn't expect Hollywood Smothers back, so... I didn't expect Hollywood Smothers back, so I thought he was going to the draft. So that's legitimately the... I'm more shocked that he's able to go to the portal than I am that he's in the portal. Alright, so yeah. Not really a big surprise either. We've got like 5 young running backs. So I'm not really surprised he's entering the portal, and I would not be shocked if it was a situation of Doran being like, we want to play the young guys. That's just really surprising. Here we go. I didn't know he was even eligible to play another year. I really was just like, okay. You're taking me by surprise mainly because didn't know he could play another year. Dear Lord. Yeah, guys leaving Duke? That's surprising. The way their season went. So so it sounds like what he's doing is if he doesn't go to the draft, he's going to go to the portal. So it's a situation of state expected him to leave for the draft. So he's putting his name in the portal because they were already ahead of things. So I thought it was a senior. I legitimately thought he was a senior. I didn't realize he was only a junior. That one's not too surprising. So yeah, that one's not really terrible news. Not to mention the one game he didn't play, we had 150 rushing yards. So I think it's Duke Riley's time unless he's leaving. Wait, or Duke Scott. It's Duke Scott's time. Unless he leaves in the portal. And I like Duke Scott. He's a good running back, but he's also my kind of running back. The Frenchies back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, he could be part of what were their name? The famous Rougeau brothers. Could be one of the Rougeau brothers. Without doubt, this here's the mask worn by the amazing Nine Tails. What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means, what does this mean? Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way. Could the Amazing Ninetails and the Alderman actually be? Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something since she works here. I assume she's in the garden. Nope. Mask to mask. Flashbacks. I wouldn't go that far yet. Let's see. Okay. Oh, look. There's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Are we talking the actual person in the mask to mask case? Because it's been too long, I don't remember. Where'd that post go? Where the fuck did that post go? Oh, there we go. same principle. I don't know if it's the same principle, because I feel like it's pretty obvious who the Ninetales is. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie! Hey, it's me! It's the... whatever the fuck. Not another warding charm. Apollo? Who is she? It's Leon! It's always Leon. It's always Leon. Every time. We know. We know. I will say I wouldn't be surprised to see Smothers go to the draft over the portal, solely because the running back class isn't, like, insane this year. It's essentially Jeremiah Love, his backfield mate in Price, and then everybody else. I feel like that's the running back class. So Smothers could be one of the top running backs in the draft for his skill set. Oh, right. There's your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello. My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, too. Where's Trucy? Where's the 9th best back? Yeah, not a bad spot. I don't know a lot of the backs that are slated to come out. I just know Price and Love are coming out. When I saw Price was coming out, I'm like, dear Lord, there goes the entire offense for Notre Dame. You lose both your backs. I will say, though, next year, probably he would be lower even. Because I feel like this running back class isn't as stacked as next year's probably going to be. Love, Noah Coleman, Cliff Singleton, Justice Hayes, Katron Allen. Yeah. I get Allen being in that list. I mean, Penn State is running back U at this point. You're bringing it up too much. That's why it's pushing it to you. It hears you, man. She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry. Athena and I are on the case. Wait. How do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax. I didn't eat her up. And I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo? Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie. What was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such things as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human. No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. Seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Timitara for some reason. That's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. That's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Timitara was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but... If there's anything else you can tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright then. Timitaro did it! Why do you think Timitaro's the killer? I saw him. Saw him with my own eyes. Timitaro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Timitaro. It was right around here. It was running right at me. Okay. I was paralyzed with fear. But there was no one around to help me. Shiver. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. Toward the foyer? The foyer. Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Timitaro too. Sounds like we better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. I like that he was going out the window and we're not talking about him going out the window. Because that's what it looked like he was leaving from. Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Timitaro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Timitaro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Timitaro is the killer. And he can fly, too. Jinxie works at the Elderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. Seems like a lot of heart photo. I mean, maybe. But she's busy trying to find Nessie. That's what she's looking for, is Nessie. 100% looking for Nessie. Trying to see if there's any more NC State Portal news. I'm shocked NC State hasn't had a lot of guys already announce Portal. But, hey, I'm happy with it. I will say with them keeping Doran, it might keep CJ Bailey. Can only hope. So no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. You mean mask versus career, mask versus hair, mask versus everything? Wait, you mean expose? As in strip them naked? You even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangling sound. A jangling sound? Could you be a little more specific? My memory's kinda fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Oh, it is running down a hallway. Never mind. For some reason, I thought that was a window. Don't ask. Keep in mind, I did commentary before this, so you can just see what commentary is going to be like on the game today. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Timitar usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that. It's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them showed Timitar with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. And what's the deal with Tenmataro? Then what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie? I want to see if there's any... I will say, depending on how the bowl game goes against Memphis, I could see that being... If we lose to Memphis in that bowl game, yeah, there's gonna be transfers, probably a lot of them. I do love though, Nebraska fans really want CJ Bailey, which I'm like, there's like Bailey's good, but I think there's better quarterbacks in college right now than him that you could probably get. Ooh, okay, he's been non-committal. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yep. Yep. I mean, the thing they fired his dad, we all knew Riola was going. If he goes to Texas Tech, dear Lord. Dear Lord. Hey, you're as shocked as I was that we beat Miami. I didn't expect the offense to be as good as it was against Miami either. Just wait though till you see. I've recorded week 10 and I had fun with week 10. Week 9 was a game that will come out Friday because I thought I had it edited already and I didn't. So that was the reason you didn't get it yesterday. Hollywood Smothers one news has me looking to see Portal news. It's mainly because I just want to see if guys are saying they're not going to play or not, because that's how it always works. If they don't play in the bowl game, they're more than likely transferring, or they're already going to transfer. If they play in the bowl game, they're probably not transferring, more than likely. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tim Mataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. What exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tim Mataro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions. They say you must not gaze upon Tim Mataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tim Mataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't, because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Why was everyone hiding, Why was everyone hiding their faces? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tim Mataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Nine Tails Vale. Why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Well, I mean, keep in mind, it's always, the team you beat is in mind. So if you beat a lower team, they're not going to probably move you up. The 2-lane game is the big one. It's going to be the big one. And it's a big game not only for just being a big game that we need to win. Visits are massive in that game. Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Week 11. So, you got 2 more games and then 2-lane. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. Last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno. Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. There's no one here. Guess I like him so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Tenma Pro Wrestling. Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Blow-by-blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. Who you guys taking? Who you think's winning that match? I want to know if the whole match is an hour long. Like, is the whole match just the program? Is it like a 30-minute match with commercial breaks cut in? Like, what's the situation? Because that's from 3 o'clock to 4. I need to know. And, of course, you guys know I'm going to play favorites. I'm taking Howlin' Wolf. I mean, I can tell it's a Twilight reference. Pretty Boy Vampire, along with Timothy Twilight, kind of gave away the reference pretty well. His finisher, the Alpha Fang. The Alpha's Fang. Top notch. Not as good as my Hell How. Okay. What do we think the Pretty Boy Vampire finish is? I'm pretty sure it's something like Sparkle Splash or some stupid shit like that. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. I think you are not giving enough credit to Howlin' Wolf. I'll just say that much. Nobody won that fight simply for being around the movie Twilight. I will say one day, I don't know if we'll do it for a movie night or if I'll just do it to, you know, uh, or if I'll just do it just because I've never watched them. I've got to watch the Twilight movies. I've never watched them. The only thing I know about them is shit people have said, and of course the fact that Decode by Paramore was on the soundtrack. That's all I know. Like the sparkly shit and all that. That's all I know about it. Ooh. Ooh, another quarterback hitting the portal. Uh, yeah. Oh wow, the North Texas quarterback's hitting the portal. I don't think he's gonna do the same. Oh wait, apparently Texas Tech is not expected to be in the mix for Riola, so he cannot pull the pure Pat Mahomes cosplay. Pay you not to. I just want to watch them to see how bad they truly are. Like that's the sole reason I want to watch them. Twilight movie, just go on Wattpad and search for any romance fan fiction about vampires. Seen Twilight. It's one of those things where it's like, I know how bad it is. I just want to see how bad it is. It's one of those things where I just want to watch it because it's bad. It's like, well, I shouldn't say it's like us with the Pooniverse, because with the Pooniverse, we're legitimately saying they're going like, let's see if this one's good. I thought 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfic of Twilight. I thought 50 Shades of Grey was the fanfic. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just know one of them's the fanfic of the other. And it's like that's something. Oh. Well, Lenore's Cellar staying in South Carolina. It's like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Hey, it's oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? that she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. What business do you got with my TV listings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs though. I mean, they were shit. This one guy, the pretty boy vampire, he was sparkling a bunch. I mean, he looked terrible in the ring. I've never seen wrestling so bad. The Howlin' Wolf, though, had some good moves, but he got distracted by the valet on the outside so much. I mean, that man was a sitting fucking duck. Oh no, don't care. Burn it out. If there's one good thing about Twilight, it proves that anyone can be an author. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. Botchamania is having a fucking field day. Howlin' Wolf couldn't even run the ropes correctly. It was terrible. Pretty boy vampire tried a fucking Hurricane Rana and slipped and nearly snapped his neck. I was like, oh god. I seriously doubt that. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Huh? Tenmataro? So you did see him? Hey. My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you shine it up every day real purty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Timataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yips! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Okay, now they normally write in the stupid, like, French accent if they want him to be, like, stereotypically French, so I won't make him French, even though he totally should be a member of La Resistance. But he's gonna be fancy as fuck, though. He's gonna talk like, you know, like he definitely shouldn't, and then when he gets, like, taken aback, that's when his real voice comes out. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yaps! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent Lebel. Divine and personal aid, the Mayor Damien Tenma. Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Yeah, but they always write in the French accent because they'll put Z's in or at the beginning of words, so he sounds like this. Because I remember the chef in one of them, and I'll never forget it because I broke down in an utter laughing fit when I saw that they literally wrote in the French accent. What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. Oh yeah, Jared, I'm taking the Rams tonight. I almost forgot about that. taking the Rams tonight. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis le belle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Maybe I'll give him the Americanized French accent where he doesn't do the zzz. No more makeup you want, but that's way too much lipstick. He's in his Joker arc, man. Calm down. I think he just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5. Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Oh, you want me to go full You want me to go full stereotype French? Because, I mean, then he's just going to sound like this. And do you think that works for him? Same translate to the beautiful flower. That's not surprising at all. Enough about the cologne. That was one of earliest character designs for the Ace Attorney series. He says you drew. Do you have an Ace Attorney character? Finally clicked with him. For him to have phones on his shoulders. I mean, those are some shoulder pads, man. Those are some crazy ass shoulder pads. Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Here, I'm just gonna go full French, the full stereotype French with it. So it's awful. Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, police. I was merely trying to keep the traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmetaro business if I've heard you. Colorado's big gets from last year's recruiting classes transferring? Really? How? That's a little bit surprising. I mean, I will say Colorado, not a good team right now, so not the craziest thing. But definitely a bit surprising. What the fuck? Dude, what was up with the 2017 linebacker room? Outside of Paul Posluszny, dear Lord. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, Miles Jack got arrested on felony gun charges. Why wasn't this man just making candles? Come on. Oh, hey, Puka apologized. We are definitely right in the um, right in the midst of all these transfers, man. Ooh, Ohio State wide receiver Bryson Rogers plans to transfer. Another Ohio State wide receiver. Whatever happened to just playing for the school that you went to? If you're a starter, I should say. I get kind of transferring if you get no playing time. If you're a starter, why not just stay? I will never understand that. I get guys who leave for playing time. And I do not get guys who don't stay when they're starters. Yeah, but once again, it's a situation of would you rather play or get paid a tiny bit to sit on the bench? You can play and get paid, or you get paid essentially nothing and sit on the bench. If you get paid at all. Because I doubt most of the bench guys even are making much in the NIL. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. I'm starting to get into Santino Marella at this point. Look who's talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't... Little Jinxie has an active, how should you say, imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing. Especially not Tim Mataro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Suck it. A total freak. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Oh yeah, they shouldn't be getting NFL money. Because if you give them NFL money, then there's no reason for them to go pro. I mean, look at Diego Pavia. Arguably, maybe the most hateable dude in college sports right now. But that dude, he's not making it in the NFL. Not at all. He's way too short. He's not good enough to be an NFL quarterback. And he's making more money in college than he probably is going to make in the NFL. So that man's trying to stay as long as physically possible in college. And it's funny as hell watching him do dances with like 18-year-olds because I'm like, you're getting close to being their father's age. So you think you'd suspect me of all people? Oh no, it's just a Ah! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Like that spritz really helped. Wow, Bears take a major hit. No Dunze or Burden. Who are they playing? They playing Green Bay? Or is it Detroit? So I want to say they have a division game. Yeah, they got Green Bay this week. Yeah. Oof. Pretty sure I know who I'm taking there now. What were we going to say? Go ahead. Filchi, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Filchi. Good answer. No. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. We quite through here. I'm a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenmataro. Come along, Filchi. Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for my ass. You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. All the picks for Thursday Night Football. Say you have a chance to get one game closer. Josh, really? He took Seattle? I will say, it is a 50-50 with these two teams. Division game. Both are good teams. Probably the two best teams in football right now. It's tough. But I just like the Rams offense more than I like the Seattle defense. I think that is the sole reason I'm taking the Rams, because Matt Stafford's playing at an MVP level. Right? If that wasn't the case, then I'd probably be going Seattle because, defense wins championships, as we all know. But it's one of those things. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Timotaro. Really? How could you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Timotaro? Not exactly sure. But it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Timotaro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Timotaro this, Timotaro that. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Timotaro. I almost said replace. Something wrong, Apollo? Where'd your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Timotaro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst... Ooh. Oh, he's here. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma Taro.
Oh yes. Look forward to working with you too.
I'm glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. DeAndre Swift is questionable. Make it worse for the bear. Bruh. The Bear's gonna have a tough time. The Bear's gonna have a tough time. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you, after the blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to or did set Tenma Taro free.
What utter nonsense!
Yikes!
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. So, rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenma Taro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
Let's break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson.
No, wait. First, we have to get you a not guilty verdict.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy. I'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right. I had to ask about the reason behind the merger. It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetail's Veil that badly?
Yes. Well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Wait. Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling?
Sure. I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help him God. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too. Her special sense of hearing. She's fucking Daredevil. Still, What do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Just have an X-gene or something? Probably. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenmo was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. When he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. Just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous toe should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. When it does, I'll perceive it. Oh, there we go. Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please, tell us more about your merger bid. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale?
I already told you. Tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Is it the special edition paper? Oh, no, yeah. The Amazing Ninetails. The monster craze in Ninetails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the Amazing Ninetails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then.
Oh.
So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetails Vale, huh? Is it you want the champion on your side?
Well, ah!
Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger, or my Jinxie dies.
What?
How awful. Who would do such a thing?
I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman QB was immensely popular. So you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest wouldn't disappear just because the alderman was killed.
Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder?
Like what?
Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme.
What does secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo?
I have evidence revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the amazing Ninetales' mask. What is the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? Throw up your 2 sweets, guys. We don't have an emote for it. Throw up those 2 sweets. I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself.
No way!
The alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. I mean, he even ran New Japan Pro Wrestling. He utilized the high fly flow. It's Horseshoe Tanahashi.
Nobody probably gets that joke.
So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the alderman's secret identity.
Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze.
Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene?
There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd.
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished.
The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. Would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Whew. Apollo, do you really think that Timitaro, the Timitar that Jinxie saw is the killer?
I don't know. All I know is there's no such thing as monsters.
What about that newspaper article? Could the killer purposely free Timitaro to do their dirty work?
Oh, come on. There wasn't any Timitaro to release in the first place.
Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and the yokai.
We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see the look of disbelief on the judge's face.
Apollo, are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Whew! Oh. Alright, I am going to get a water. Just because I need something to wet my whistle. And we will get to the first part of the trial. I just saw the Birmingham Post of AJ McCarron as the head coach, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's ugly. Get away from me. Thank God he's not in the XFL conference. I'll say that much. It's the only positive. All right, I'm going to go get my water. All right, I'm back. There you go, Jaren. Taking care of business while I'm gone with some stabby stabs. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Alright. Not seeing any new tweets. That are important. Not seeing any. Oh, yeah, did you guys see the FedEx air and ground choices this week? That they always have it's a fan vote. So Jags Twitter did Jags Twitter things, and Trevor won the quarterback vote. Bo Nix came in second, and it was close. It was like, I think 49% to like 48%. Like, it was down to the two of them. But Trevor just edged him out. For the running backs, Travis Etienne won it hands down. They didn't give it to Travis Etienne. They gave it to Trevor and Bo Nix, which normally it's a quarterback and a running back. They didn't give it to two Jaguars. They gave it to Trevor and Bo Nix, even though Bo Nix didn't win the poll. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. They're like, nah, we can't have two Jags win this. I was like, yeah, of course. Oh, what we signed? All right. Yeah, I just saw that the other day, and I was like, of course. Ben up there's the ground player. I mean, I get your argument because he didn't have a good day on the ground. And he mainly is just you could make the argument that Trevor was the ground player while Etienne was the air player. You can make the argument. I don't even remember who was up for the poll. I just know Travis destroyed that poll. And then Bo Nix and Trevor were nearly neck and neck. Yeah, I agree with you. I hope the Chargers win too. I'm not going to take the Chargers to win, but I hope the Chargers win too. Or no, never mind. That's next week. I hope the Chargers win. Not this week. I hope the Chargers win next week. They probably will beat Dallas. Probably. Because, sadly, that's one of the easier defensive lines they'll be up against. That one built up. Whew. Ugh. I mean, if you guys had just won last week in Magic fashion, that would have been great. Uh,
You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Hey, didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine," in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Cords of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? You've got to shout. Shout. Let it all out. These are the things that you dream about. Come on. I'm talking to you, so come on. I bet none of you got that reference. Did any of you get that?
now you've been trying to play for, you have been trying to play for the first seed. If you hadn't choked in overtime, you'd be trying to play for the first seed and hoping. Shout, shout, let it all out. At least somebody got it. That's right. Here, I'll go first. Then you try. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
All right. I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Always works for me. You new to seeing a lot of turnovers? It happens. Seen a lot of them. Back in the day. An old friend of mine from junior high, and I say it all the time.
I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted.
What's with all the racket, you two?
Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit?
Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all.
That's all? That's huge news. But why now?
I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. I have a weird feeling a bomb's gonna go off. Don't ask why. And be careful, you're gonna be in the middle of it. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. Wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. I hate the look of his eyes in that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't like it. Like, there it's fine. But you put him in the other outfit with the scruff? No. I don't like it. That suit makes him look like $1 million.
By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time. Before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology. That's right. I've heard rumors about how he was back before... I heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he can make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. I'm hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. I knew he was going to be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole. At least, I hope for your sake. Wait, is it true or not? Let's just say you should be conscious and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes. Better tone down my cords of steel, too. So are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check out the court records again before stepping into the ring. We're ready. We're ready. Right, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. December 18th, 9:30 a.m. District Court room number 4. Court is now in session. We'll all rise for the honorable judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big, booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm sorry, wait a minute. Did this man score, as the kids are saying? Well, hot damn. This is going in the fanfic. I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner. I'm fresh out of law school. Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. I don't think I've ever heard full of beans. Now, for the prosecution. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural procedural complication, Your Honor. I can't speak. Spencer Fano officially declared. More declaring. Here we go.
God damn.
Yep, already did that. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time.
Oh, cutscene.
Yep, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
What?
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
He's an emo kid. He's non-conforming as can be. You'd be non-conforming too if you look just like me. Got paint on his nails and makeup on his face. He's almost emo enough to start shaving his legs. Okay, this is just Marnie's brother. Let's be real. This is just Marnie's brother from Galler. You can't fool me. You're actually just a pop punk vocalist. That's it. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Okay, Dash, you want to give me some vocal instruction on how I should bring Blackwell's voice to life? Because you gave me the vocal instruction for other voices, just in case. Do I need some direction here?
Ahem. Is the prosecution ready?
The fuck are you doing, man? The fuck are you doing? God damn. Suddenly all the mucus is now here. Waiting to see if I get any instruction on how to do this man's voice. Because right now, I can tell you now, probably going to be more just like this. You know, very brooding, cocky to a point. That's right now what I'm thinking. Do we think that fits him? Okay, so the angels are really gonna be doing that. Interesting. He does seem like he does seem like he believes he's the anime protagonist. Alright, we'll go with the brooding, almost Sasuke Itachi like character. Because that's the vibe I get out of him, so. We'll go with that.
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course. Forgive me.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Very well. Prosecutor Blackwood. What's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all there in the incident. Or it is all there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Oh, well.
Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. Turning up the volume of the mic just so everything comes through.
But, we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
Well then, your baldness, if it's so very important, why don't you do the honors?
Who? Me?
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish, old fool.
Huh?
Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotards such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren? Dude, this guy's being a real dick. He's being a real Richard right now.
All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. A was talking about.
The opening statement, huh? Let's see here. Victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenmatown, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
Dear Lord, apparently Marvel's gonna get rid of Ironheart. Disney Plus. I don't get why you would get rid of an original show. Even if it did poorly.
His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock on the municipal merger. Not murder. That's different. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell,
I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Or flattery will get you everywhere. Never mind.
Backlist on Disney Plus. Ironheart can be. Exactly.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
Moving right along now. Let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
Oh God, this is gonna be a fucking switch of voices. We're at one point gonna have fucking All Might, and then we're gonna have fucking emo protag. Great. Or I should say just Itachi.
Witnessed. Please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here.
All Might and Eraserhead. Yeah, that's pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on.
I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that.
It would seem that I've been sorely underestimated.
Wait, who's protecting who from what?
Still, I truly believe
Fulbright. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society.
I hate how much that my body is just being like, oh yeah, go full All Might on this man now. Like, I'm not even trying to give it 100% on the All Might, but like, it's just coming. It's just happening.
I will never give up on you.
Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
Well, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Actually, I feel like with Fulbright, I have to lower the mic to do Fulbright.
Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it! But first, I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail.
Okay, All Might, let's do this.
Alderman Cuby was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cuby was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim. Wrong words there. Impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back.
Alderman Cuby had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug?
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. And I mean top tier. This man lived by 3 words. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it.
Okay, victim had been a drug-induced slumber. Time of death around 3:20. Cause of death, stabbed with a spear.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker, despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Is it almost like he was a unnatural being? Some type of nine-tailed fox or something, I don't know. There's a lot of spit that came out with that one. Well, he was a former professional wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him. Have you seen some of the bumps he probably took?
Objection!
Not so fast, my friend. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a professional wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear?
Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch. Have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses.
I mean, hey, we've seen plenty guys go through torn ACLs and finish matches. We've seen that shit. It's crazy, but we've seen it.
I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink.
Okay. This could be a number of wrestlers. Who do you think the wrestler was he met in the clink? What former wrestler would have been arrested and put in prison? Who saw jail time? Are you gonna give us a like what the wrestler did? Because that would help. I'm not gonna go with the low-hanging fruit here. I mean, I was gonna say Snuka, but he never saw jail time for the murder, so. Because he was dead by the time that he truly was seen as the culprit. Even though it was very obvious. Huh. Huh. Dom Mysterio. He was wrestler from the 1980s, 1990s, and you pretty much got it. Oh, what's the? I believe that. I believe Dom Mysterio and Black Quill hung out. They were fucking bros. I believe that, man. I don't know. Still sounds a little far-fetched.
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade.
I didn't sign up for this. Dom was the social friend to Quill's antisocial. Yep.
And so your life is spared. For now.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the only person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, Your Baldness? The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute.
He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun.
What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenmataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman.
I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. He's actually a vampire. Did you see it? I saw him sparkle in the sunlight one time. I saw it.
Order! There will be no gossiping in my court. Mainly because I can't hear it, and I want to be part of it. Your Baldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again, perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here.
Whew! Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives.
This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself, despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenmataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
Whew!
Jumping from voice to voice, especially with these three, not fun right now. It's not that it hurts the vocal cords, it is just like kind of strange dichotomies of each other.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Alright. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber. I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. The only way possible.
What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale.
The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death.
Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Is he supposed to be British? Fucking claptrap and balderdash? Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon.
Your wish is my command.
He's supposed to be Japanese. I would not have gotten that with his wording. With the look, yes, I get it. With the way he speaks, no. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prince could be easily wiped out. Or it could be easily wiped off. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prince because he could not. He is the twisted samurai. I mean, cool nickname. Still doesn't make me automatically go like he's Japanese. I think it's just because he uses a katana. I just think he's a very, very educated person. I mean, he's a prosecutor. He's got to be educated. If you're dumb and lawyering, you're an idiot. Like that's a bad idea. You shouldn't be doing that. How the fuck did you pass the bar? What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss. I'm totally lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help.
You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps?
Did Phoenix pass the bar? Because the bar is extremely low. But wait, wasn't Godot a defense attorney first? Because if he was a defense attorney first, then you could just transition to being a prosecutor. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I believe you can just transition to prosecution. Well, Jaren, the Hunger Games have a name. It's the Patriot Games. So people are gonna die. That's the only answer. If you're putting something games, somebody's gonna die. That's a long train ride. From Washington, D.C. to Eugene. Goddamn. The American Hunger Games. Yep. For bar exams. That's why Edgeworth needed the Canadian judge for when he was doing a favor for Phoenix. Oh. I didn't realize they give you different exams. I figured the bar was the bar. Now, given, see, I went to dummy school. I got me a film and video degree, so I got a degree that I don't need a degree for. I went to dummy school. You guys can do what I got a degree for, so you don't gotta go to school for me. So I ain't smart enough for no bar. I'm just an idiot. I wish Trials came with a reset button.
Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright. At the time, Alderman QB was... Well, we already read that. I don't know why I read it.
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee?
Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is, until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor.
What an awful way to wake up.
Huh. A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I, too, would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge. Prosecutor Blackquill, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court! Says the jester in detective's guise. Moving right along.
So the alderman was drugged because he was really strong?
Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his.
He's jealous of the righteous. Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on.
Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you.
Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato?
I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now, let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled. Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot.
Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear?
Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, then speared, was answered with a righteous counterattack.
But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely. After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. He never played a heel in his entire career until the very end, where everyone was kind of disappointed at it. But that's okay, because they then turned him face again, and it was fine after that. And then a lot of people got pissed because he went out on his back, like all good wrestlers do. Wow, that sounds really familiar. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Setting aside the half-wit's flight to fancy, the fact is this. The court-ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering.
So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured was the call here.
Oh, there is blood on it. I couldn't remember if there was blood on it or not.
Huh.
Goddamn.
Oh. So much mucus right now. I don't think doing my shit voice acting doesn't help. The only thing I can think that makes an argument here is this fucking statue. It's either that or the photo, which the photo may be. Because I don't believe the statue was found anywhere near them. I believe it was over by the mayor, if I remember properly. I don't know. I'm gonna save real quick. We're gonna see if I'm right here, and if I'm right, we're gonna call stream there. If I'm wrong, we'll do the other one. I'm gonna go with the statue first, and then the picture if I'm not right here.
Objection!
Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him, but the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well. Let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue theory. QB fought unarmed. There are no fingerprints. It's not broken. There are no fingerprints. I mean, we can prove that. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Oh, this can't be happening. Did I arrest the wrong man?
You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
Well, it's just 1 point in our favor.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't Alderman?
Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber?
Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for. And that is going to be a perfect line to cliffhanger us. You guys know I always like looking for my cliffhangers for the end of the stream. But with that, that is going to bring us to the end of this one. Tomorrow, we'll be back into the Nuzlocke to hopefully not white out at the gym. I still have to finish a little bit of editing, a little bit of grinding. And I can tell you guys this. I did the grinding I did some grinding right after stream last week. It is the most painful grinding I have had to do yet. It takes so long to grind up these mons. So fucking long. I think I grinded for 2 hours, maybe 3 after stream. And I did nothing really. I still have like 4... No. I might have gotten to the point where I only have 2 levels on 2 different mons, but it took so fucking long to get to a point where they could just fight on their own. I'm not looking forward to some more grinding. I'm just not. Encounters, yes. Grinding, no. But Jaren, Dash, appreciate you guys for being here. If you're watching after the fact, I appreciate you too. And with that, I think that's everything I gotta touch on. You guys are getting Chargers Week 2 today, so be ready for that. Just have to render it out and upload, and you'll be good. Gen 7's a bitch and a half too, I know. Trust me, I know. Well, with that, I will see you guys next time.